This is Lord Adama's discourse from the New Earth Consciousness, Circle of Light teaching of the Golden City of Flanantia over Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, which represents the 18th ray of pink gold. Aluna, Aluna, Aluna. It is my pleasure as Lord Adama to be with each of you again. Breathe deeply as Malaria C has shared, allowing the higher rays of light to go into all parts of yourself, bringing forth these elements of the higher frequency of light to come down into your full body system, for you to receive, to receive, to receive. Take a breath as you take a moment to reflect. For the class today we bring forth the fifth dimensional divine intent representing the ray of pink gold. This means allowing your consciousness to be of that higher essence. This is the real experience of telos that each of you desires to have in your life fully. It is important to allow the effects of your higher consciousness to expand into all parts of yourself, into the parts that don't feel those energies. Concentrate hard on allowing it to come in. Sometimes when there are blockages within the etheric body you may want to succumb and say, I cannot do it, I cannot bring forth these essences unto myself. So allow what you have learned through your spiritual tools of the will and power, the fortitude and acceptance to bring forth these essences into yourself, allowing your higher self to be the commanding energy and not the physical self. But allow the body to feel it, to come into this space. As each of you work through the universal laws in your personal pathway, you will start to understand how you are affected in your lifestyle, in how you project yourself as a person to others and to your own experiences. It is very important as we learn each of these laws to really find reflection within yourself of what it may mean for you. As we work through the law of cause and effect, we have tried to assist each of you to bring in the higher levels of concentration to help you minimize the other elements that are arising, to really dissipate them through the higher vibrational essences, which is so very true. That is exactly what is occurring within the planet. There are more infractions of light that are becoming more available to humanity in each moment. That is why there are such great challenges in the physical structure, as the challenges within the third and fourth dimensional levels represents those souls that are living within that level of experience. Everyone has the ability to connect with their fifth dimensional self, that higher consciousness, but many do not know how to ground it. Once it starts to become grounded, it has to effectually change within the component of the physical body, the memory, the aspirations that are within your full consciousness through the cellular structure, and the feeling levels, the experiences of your programming, and the decisions that you have made. It is an ongoing process that you are experiencing presently. As the earth is holding more of this light within herself, you will probably be feeling it more often. The most important element is not to push it away, even though it may feel uncomfortable, to allow yourself to integrate these energies as much as possible. Yes, the body will want to reject it, the mind and emotions will want to reject it. It is uncomfortable, it's not having gravity within your body. It's not being so connected to the earth. You start to lift up your energies upwards. Yes, it makes you feel dizzy, it makes you feel uncentered, like you cannot think about certain things. But eventually you will be able to integrate these energies within your physical self so that they can be adjusted within you. You will adjust. As each new light infraction comes into the planet, that is not only with the moon, eclipses, and changes of the seasons, but with the addition of solar flares and planetary systems changing. Presently there are many light infractions being sent into the earth due to the solstice. This season will be very powerful, and you are starting to feel those energies presently. So if you are going through some transition, you are not alone. Everyone is experiencing these changes, but you also have to call upon your journey in the last 3 months of what you have done for yourself with the lessons you have learned through the festivals of light of the Christ, Wesak, and of humanity. Now it is starting to be grounded through this process, and it is a huge shift that occurs within all parts of the physical existence. My best advice is to be patient with yourself, as you will have moments, you will have days when it gets easier. Until your divine mind, higher mind, can integrate further within your physical mind, you are still going to be feeling these transitions. Then, afterwards you will still feel the changes. As one like myself, that is fully integrated within these energies, when the changes occur, I have to adjust myself. All of us do until us. Everyone that is on a higher level of frequency beyond a fifth dimensional body, continually have to readjust, as we are constantly moving, going through those elements to allow more light frequency to be within the planet. Those of us in the inner Earth cities are truly holding that energy for each of you. It is now expanding out of our portals of light into the Earth plane to assist in that process. It is a movement that each of us are going through in these powerful times. There is great change upon the upper Earth, but there is great disruption with great joy at the same time. That is being in the fourth dimensional level, is that movement of desiring to be in more love, but so being infiltrated with the lesser positive qualities. So for each of you it is important to raise your consciousness as much as possible to not allow those lower elements to affect you as much. This is what you are learning through the laws of the universe. This law of cause and effect is a very important one within that concept, as you allow your higher essence and what you are receiving through the gravitational poles through the solar systems, and the universes of the source of light to come into your existence, the easier the process will be on your consciousness level. On a physical level you have to remember to ground it. Sometimes you will have moments where you have to sleep, you need to rest, you need to stretch your body, you need to be in water if it is possible. Allow the fluidness of these energies to assist you through this process. We have just gone through a powerful new moon that brings more of these energies to the forefront, which means that each individual has to work harder to hold onto them. They can be lost very easily because the Earth is in such a transitional stage that she is not able to hold onto everything. So each of us that are upon the Earth must do it for her. We are affected greatly by these energy shifts. So how does that rate with the law of karma? Beautifully. As you bring forth these energies within yourself, as you learn to ground the higher vibration within your physical body, no matter what the challenges are through the process, the easier it will be for her. The gravity will be stronger with that frequency of light. We are going to be sharing more about this, as there are some newer energies coming in at the solstice, and myself and Lord Saint Germain will be bringing forth some information through Malaria C to assist in this process, as it is an exciting time. It is time for these energies to be more gravitated into the core of Gaia. But each of you have a strong responsibility within yourself to be able to hold it more fully, and to be able to accelerate, which I know each of you want. Included is the de-acceleration of your age. This is all part of what you have been working towards, which is starting to occur and will be happening in Mount Shasta. I will be explaining more about this at another time very shortly in the next week, as it is upcoming very soon. This is why you may be experiencing great challenges. It is not just about your own pathway, or not just about what you are doing within your initiations and lessons that you are experiencing. You are in a very high vibrationally state of consciousness. As you awaken to these energies, you will be more affected by them. You will be healed faster, the healing will also accelerate for you in all ways. But it is a transition, as the old self, which is part of you, including the old body, does not want to be part of that energy. There is a conflicting stage that occurs within the physical body. When you are conditioned to really allow these energies to be more fully within you, like Malaria C has. We mention her because she has been doing it for many years. Her conditioning process is much easier in her consciousness. It does not mean physically she does not feel it. But within her consciousness she is used to many more transitions within her physical body, so she accepts it as part of her reality. This is where each of you will be able to achieve the same through this process within yourself also. It is coming faster and quicker than it ever has before. It is everything that you are doing and we are doing together. This would not be possible without this work that you have been part of. I thank you deeply for stepping forward. I thank you for the deep acceleration you are experiencing. Are we at the end of a journey? No, it is only at the very, very beginning. It is a whole new huge doorway that is going to be occurring, and much chaos can result from these energies, especially when people may not know how to handle themselves. The healing of every individual soul upon this planet is going to be realized in many, many different ways. I fully acknowledge each of you and honor you for what you are doing. I know it is not an easy process on the upper earth. Spiritually, we are all walking with you, we can't physically walk with you yet. In time we hope that changes, but the process we are going through now allows our vibrations to blend with each other. You are learning so much through the universal laws and becoming those universal laws. That is the beauty of what we have been doing this year. It is truly assisting the planetary changes everywhere around the world. Namaste. I am Lord Adama, High Priest in Telos.